Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, or in this case, a wonderful morning. It's a little overcast, about 6:30 in the AM. Got to get home for a kid's football game, but today we are down at East to West, and this one in particular is the 2026 Ahara 383UR, and that UR is going to stand for utility room, and this is an RV that I have not been in before. I believe it came out last year, at least towards the tail end of the 25 season. And I'll tell you, this is a very, very cool functional setup. I like the utility room. You get a laundry room and a desk, but you also get a functional kitchen and a really nice living room as well. So this would be an amazing, couples unit for two. I mean, heck, you see it's got two big beefed up AC units. I'm gonna have to check and see what it's got, but I'd guess it's probably got 400 watts of solar on that thing just from looking at it, so pretty darn cool. But East to West, I appreciate you guys setting up a little last minute shoot for me. I'm gonna be coming out with about 5 of their videos, but this one in particular, again, 2026 Ahara 383UR. Now all the specifications, things like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, and I'll do my best to put a link for Funtown RV for the pricing as well. But like I said, since I haven't seen this before, I think this is on the newer end of it, so there might not be too many out there yet, but I'll try to get the price for you. That is for show. So right over here is going to be like your bedroom bathroom combo, and then you also have your little utility room right there. We'll get back to that for a little bit of a deeper look, but we're going to start here in the living room and then work our way forward. But I'll tell you what, as far as couple setups, one, I love this disposition of the kitchen. If you guys have been watching my videos before, you know that I really like those horseshoe style kitchens. I think, one, you get a ton of countertop space, but you also just get kind of just a functional, like one hand to the other. Like if you're cooking, you can drop it off into the sink. I also like this style of seating. Now the downside to typically these sizes of kitchens are you don't have a dinette more than likely. For me, I think that's a plus because I'd rather use the space for something else, but you never know. But either way, we're moving along. We switch it back over to here. You got your TV, fireplace, a sofa that pulls out for a queen bed, and then your recliners directly across from the TV. You also have your 12-volt refrigerator. Now I came in here, the cleaning crew was in here getting ready to start. I kicked them out. I said, take 15 minutes to yourself. I won't tell nobody. And well, I just did tell somebody. But yeah, so these things are still strapped in. This came off the line, but I'll tell you, this early in the morning, I got 5 units, and like I said, the kids' game, so I won't be opening the fridge today. But I believe it's an 18 to 20 cubic footer. I love that backlit for the pantry here, though. You're going to get 2 shelves and then a couple different outlets. So if you want to turn this into like, a place where you store a vacuum or possibly, blenders or whatever. If you're a little secret drinker down at the campground, you're a little ashamed of it, maybe you just put the blender right in here and you're good to go. And I also like how those are on the soft close. These are also magnetic latch doors too, so 3 of those bad boys. Slide height is going to be sitting at about 6'4" or so, I would say. Let me get these 2 lights on right here. But you got your TV. Obviously it's TV with an attitude. That's going to be the brand, the Attitude TV, one of my favorite brands to say. But it is going to be directly across from your recliner, which is really nice. So you're going to get 2 different cup holders right here, along with a place to put, your wife's books and the remote controls and all of that. This is not going to be the manual kind. You have the power switch right here, so extend and retract. The nice thing about this is like a lot of these brands, is it is on that quick recline, so it'll lay back nice and flat. This would be probably where I would snooze if it was just for a nap or like a night or 2 as opposed to pulling out the sofa, because I think these are mighty comfortable. You got the USBs and the universal Cs, an emergency exit so you can pull, push, and plop and get out in a hurry. And then you have your Dracula shades, baby. Stop the old skin from sizzling. Keep the nosy eyes out. You're good to go. No peeping Toms over here in East to West. That is for sure. Oh, geez, Pete. My brain, it's early in the morning. It's not quite working. I do enjoy the fact you got counters on both sides too, just for the simple fact of putting down your cell phones, or if you're bringing the grandkids, you got your your iPads for Bluey movies and whatever they're doing. But you're also going to see 2 outlets, USB and universal C there. And again, this pulls out to make a queen bed. You look up, not only do you have a lot of good windows that all open up for a good cross breeze, but you also have a little bit of overhead storage. And I do like how it's on a little bit of an angle. I don't know, it must be a fancy person thing because it looks pretty fancy, but I dig it. And it aesthetically, it does look really nice too. You got kind of that like little crisscross pattern. Looks like 3 ACs in this unit too, so you want to make sure with your salesperson that's going to be standard. But yeah, 3 ACs right there. One in the living room above the kitchen, and then heading into the bathroom, or into the bedroom. But again, your TV, it's looking like about a 55-incher, I would say. And then you got 2 different speakers on either side here. You also are going to get storage as well. Fireplace to keep you nice and roasty and a toasty. That's going to put out about 4,800 BTUs of heat. So in an RV this size, it'll heat up the entirety of this room on a moderately chilly day for you. And then you're also going to see you have a lot of rainy day space with the floor that's a little bit darker. Now they did update the floor for 26. They basically got one that's going to be a couple millimeters thicker. So basically it's a more residential linoleum flooring, which is going to be nice. So you don't have to worry about, you know, scuffing up or anything like that. It's going to be a little bit more durable, but no floor vents. You're going to see there's a heating vent there and a heating vent there too as well. So a lot of people are going to like that. And then they have I believe a 5-sided aluminum frame construction as well. You're going to have your solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you, but look how wide this countertop is. It's pretty darn nice to have that. And then you come on over on the other side and you have a lot of really good, you know, kind of storage coming out of it. You got a garbage can right there. You got pretty deep, and it keeps kind of going through. Put some of maybe your more difficult stuff to reach over in that corner. And then you have more residential appliances too, with the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, and an oven, you know, big enough for a turkey. I love to see this. I mean, spice rack, whatever else you want to do with that. Heck, even the top opens up too, so no wasted space. Yeah. You got a microwave with baked potato mode. I mean, what else do you need? And then you also got the steamer stink sucker 3000 right there too. So that'll be nice. Help suck out the steamer stink from whatever you're cooking right here. Flip it around. Sounds like that truck needs a little bit of brake work. It's squeaking. You also get a stainless steel bowl right here. You got your drying doodad, and then you got the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. You're also going to see your controls for your ACs right there as well. And I like the cabinetry that they use, how it has like that kind of darker crease to it. It's also going to be a real wood as well. And you got the steel copper plated tab right there for your magnetic latches as well. All right. I mean, what are you guys thinking so far? Pretty darn snazzy. That'd make for a pretty good thumbnail, I think. So right here is pretty darn cool too. You got a place to kick off your shoes, maybe sit down, put your shoes on. But then you also have these little friendly octopus doodads, you know, where you can hang a hoodie on me. And then you have another nook, possibly to just like toss up your keys. I might even DIY a couple little hanging hooks, maybe like on this side or something, or on this side, and just kind of do it, rock it out that way. A little bit more storage over here. And I did forget to point out, this is where all your slide out controls and your awning controls will be, along with all your different lights. East to West is doing the tank heaters as well, so that's going to be pretty much across the brand with the Tandera, Blackthorn, and Ahara there, or Alta, sorry. But yeah, having these tank heaters are 12-volt pads that stick onto the bottom of your tanks. You also have your power inverter right here too as well, so it's nice to have the control for that right there. Nice little hidey-ho window right here. It does open up for a good breeze though too. It's not just cosmetics like most of the hallway ones are. And the utility room in here is pretty darn tall. I like the fact you have a hanging rod. So when you get out, maybe you can put some of your like t-shirts or something there. But you also have, you know, what I would consider like a cleaning sink right in here. So stainless steel undermounted bowl. Again, the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles twice. And then you got yourself bada bing and bada boom. These are going to be the GFCI powered. Get your fuse box down below, and then a little bit of extra storage along with your stackable washer and dryer. But the cool thing is the washer and dryer is out of the bedroom. so you don't have to hear that noise if you want to run it at night. But during the day, you obviously got a little sanity window there. If you want to sit down and get a little work done, or like I said, maybe you have the grandkids over, or maybe you have like a younger kid, like in our family. We have 4 kids, but let's just say if we were just camping with our 4-year-old, she could come in here, sit down, do some coloring and things like that. Or my wife could have like a hobby room. I'd have my computers set up for like editing. So if I was going to be traveling around and working on the road and we kick the kids out and it was me and Honey Buns, this would be really great for me because I could put up my 3 monitors and get editing at night, answering some questions, and then, run the laundry at night. I think it's just a really cool room. I'll actually give you one more little look here so you can kind of see, because the height on this too is pretty darn nice. You're not having a party in here. I'd probably say if you have 2 people working in here at once, it'd maybe be a little cramped. But, yeah. All right. Now, right up here, the shower, it's a little bit bigger than get me done size. This is a nice size shower. I like it. Or, a nice size bathroom as a whole. The shower is definitely nice. So you open that up. That's going to be your Tri-Glide glass series. You can see your one-piece fiberglass shell. So even a round belly will fit in here just fine. I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and I got the head clearance of about 6'5". You also got the belly clearance of a full spin without sponges on the wall. And then you got your soaps, your shampoos. I also like how they went with some natural lighting, but you also have some unnatural lighting there too as well. And then I like that. That's got to feel good. That'd be like a good back scratch for it if you had the white water pressure down at the campgrounds. Got some towel storage right here. And then, the friendly octopus dudes again, hang a towel on me. You got your porcelain foot flush thrown here. You flip it around. You got the bowling gun. Bird, bird. I was just talking with my buddy Remy. He's down, military boy, but he's back in town for a while. And he's down in Philly, and he was sending me over his uniforms for their bowling league, and I got incredibly jealous. And then I told him if he ever needed a sub, give me like a week heads up. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe he'll take me up on that. Man, look at this bedroom though. I love the one you can show off the bowling guns in style in here. But man, I like that big mirrored reflective finish. You also have mirrored reflective finish. I talk too much about RVs because the RVs I was recording yesterday had mirrored reflective finish windows, so I was just used to saying it. But king bed, and then underneath too, you have the pull-out drawers there, which are going to be nice. You also have lights up here and reading lights down there too as well, so you don't have to keep everybody up if you want to read a book, which is nice. Cross breeze, Dracula shades, control for your AC, and a heat vent right on the floor. But what they're also doing is a little cubby right there for your CPAPs as well. And there is outlets as well, as you can see. My camera's not working with me turning right. But it's pretty nice. Let me see if I can straighten that up. Okay, there you go. Little hidden storage. Then you have the emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. And then you have all your places for your plug-ins if you want to put, a TV back here as well. As you can see too, there is another cubby on this side with your outlets as well. And then the shower is of pretty good, the closet is of pretty good size. You have a little cubby separating, so the couple side, you guys can kind of pick and choose which side, and then you're good to go. You're also, oh yeah, I guess you don't need to be washer and dryer prepped. Put your Dyson prepped down there, so you can put your vacuum over. That's nice. But all right, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, it's the 2026 Ahara 383UR for utility room, baby. But like I said, it's a little bit on the newer side. So as the pricing comes out, I'll put that link for Funtown RV down there. At least the phone number where you can call in and get some pre-order info. But then all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, how much solar, all of that stuff will be down in the old description. So when you walk around on the outside, they have a really clean, crisp look to them. I also like the fact that they're using the frameless European style windows. And you'll notice this one in particular has the dual awnings too, which is going to be nice. Even though it has a slide out on this side, you're not going to be losing out on like your campsite chilling. You're also seeing 6-point hydraulic auto leveling as well. And it looks like the Lippert ones that actually shine the lights down too, which is nice. A molded fiberglass front cap here. with the LED lights there too as well, which is nice. Pretty classic storage there up in the front. So I won't kind of get into that here at the moment. Maybe open it up at the end. But you got propane behind this door, and they're using the 30 pounders too, which is going to be nice. Last a little bit extra long propane. I might switch them out for the 20s, just for switching out at a grill or at a gas station. Maybe bring some with me. But look at that storage. I mean, that's nice. They must have a drop frame on this thing. Yeah, they sure do. So you got a drop frame right there to give you a ton of storage. And you got your cable satellite hookups and outlets. It also shows off that aluminum frame construction. And then you do have some lights here as well, which I would need to flip on. But yeah, pretty cool. It's also going to be heated, so it's going to be climate controlled. They do use the Ahara 3000 series for the awnings too, by the way. So basically that will run off of, you know, the battery and solar and truck or whatever you want to do to turn that on. So that way they should never get stuck. And then obviously they have a manual override, you know, in case something does happen. Right here, you got a little place for the old stinky slinky. Heated and enclosed underbelly, again with those 12-volt pads. These are the nice and easy steps. So like you can see, like right here, very low effort to lift these up, which is nice. And then, you know, if you do, it'll stay like right in place. It won't come down and slam down on you, which is going to be beneficial for someone with kids, or if, you know, if you're buying this and maybe you have shoulder problems, you know, it's definitely going to be the way to do it right there. You got your Westlake tires with your MoreRide CRE 3000 series, so going to be a little bit more of a smoother ride for you. They're also using Azdel construction as well, which, like, if you were to ever get like a leak or anything, Azdel doesn't absorb water. It just kind of, you know, repels it on out, which is nice. LP Quick Connect back here on this back corner. And then you're also going to get the tow package on the Aharas as well. So it's going to be 3,000 pound hitch rating, or I'm sorry, 300 pound hitch rating, 3,000 pound tow rating, along with a 4-way flat for your 2-inch receiver. The ladder has a 250 pound weight capacity to get on top of your fully walkable roof. You know, check your seals, check your slides, make sure everything is on the up and up there. And then you have your 50 amp connection right there on the side to plug in your unit. Fresh water drain, sewer outlet, and then the back end of your Suburban on-demand hot water heater right there as well. And then you got your furnace there too. A little bit easier for maintenance. You can just take that plate right off. So this is going to be your docking station. So you have some of your tank pulls, and then of course your city water connection, black tank flush, which is a sprinkler system for your poop tank, your bypass valves, and then your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, and your battery disconnect as well. But then right there is going to be your propane, and then your control for your auto leveling there too as well. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2026 Ahara 383UR. Have a great day. See you.